Those attacks have been hitting the airwaves hard. Political ads have been dominating the months leading up to Election Day.
But what kind of impact is that having on how voters see the political arena as a whole? Our Arman Rahman explains.
Yeah, Eric and Charles, experts and former politicians say negative, sometimes hateful ads are nothing new to American TV screens. But in the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, you could change the channel or turn off the set if you didn't want to see or hear it. Now they've moved to YouTube ads, Twitter, online games, and with that, a wider audience.
Radical Tim Michaels runs his company.
Mandela Barnes is a radical leftist.
No matter what kind of screen you're on in the past few weeks, odds are you've been bombarded by political ads.
They're also on our mobile devices. They're when we want to watch a YouTube video or playing a video game that these ads pop up. And so they're everywhere in a way that we can no longer avoid.
Every election, it may seem the ads are getting more toxic, to the point many politicians agree.
On TV, they're god-awful. Attack ads on all sides are inappropriate and bad.
Aren't you tired of the division and the anger? I know I sure am.
But UW-Madison professor Mike Wagner says that's because attack ads are beginning to attack more than just policy or platforms.
Because he can't control his temper.
They're targeting personality.
It makes it very difficult for citizens to imagine compromise. If the other side is dangerous and evil and not to be trusted, why would we ever want to support compromise with the other side, even to tell basic truths like who won an election?
And because they've hopped to all types of screens, their audience stretches to unwitting youth and kids.
Before they can do what they went to the internet to do, they're exposed to something that they weren't looking for and that they can't avoid.
Wagner says the negativity could cause some of those future voters to lose hope for both sides.
And our system's ability to solve problems and in their own sense that their vote might matter.
And yet, experts and candidates know.
The data shows that they work, too, which is really unfortunate. It's a commentary on the times.
Not completely, Wagner says, as long as those ads are paired with plenty of independent investigation.
They tend to spur individuals to want to learn more about candidates. And so even though we don't like them, we learn from them, and we tend to be more interested in learning more if we see negative ads.
And as you know, FCC rule governs how and when political ads appear on stations. They can't edit or censor them. And if a station decides to run an ad from one candidate, it has to allow all candidates airtime for the same price.